Hello and welcome back to my channel, Divine Libra Wisdom. I'm back again for the elemental readings, and this is going to be for earth signs. As you can see, we are 4 days into October, so yes, I'm a little late. And I also have the same clothes on that as I did when I did the weekend readings for Libra, Taurus, and Cancer for the week to make up for the weekly check-in that I forgot to do, or not, I didn't forget to do it. I just, time got away from me and I wasn't able to do it. So if you do have those placements, those videos should be up at this time that you are viewing this reading as well. And so yeah, if you have those placements, definitely go check that out. And yeah, I'll get right into my disclaimers and things so I can get that out of the way. But as you can see, again, this reading is going to be for earth signs, and we will get into that in a moment. So if you are new to the channel, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. I'm so glad that you came by. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the way that I read. You can stay up to date for when I drop new videos, which will be often. I plan to, bring more heat, bring more videos for you, for more readings to, inspire, guide, support, all the words, all that jazz. So yeah, just, definitely consider subscribing so that way you stay up to date when I drop new videos. If you are returning to the channel, thank you so much. I'm glad that you subscribed, hopefully. If you didn't, you just, save the video and it's like, oh, I know she does reading, so let me go back and check her out. So consider subscribing to the channel so that way you just get notified when I drop new videos, so that way you don't have to, rely on the saves, because, as you save videos, things get pushed down, things get older. So subscribe to the channel, y'all. Okay, and as you're listening along throughout the videos, like the video, share the video if you think someone may enjoy enjoy my readings. And yeah, they can subscribe as well so that they can stay up to date. If you want to leave a comment, leave me a comment down there in the comment section. Let me know how the video is resonating. You don't have to share if you don't want to. It's not a big deal. You can just leave a comment. Leave an emoji down in the comment section and let me know that you rocking with me. You enjoy the reading. So yeah, if the decks that I'm using, that will be down in the description box. I am using my own affirmation cards that I've written out for me personally, but I want to share it with the collective, so I'm going to use those. But these decks that I'm using will be down in the description box. I did mention in, I think, another one of my videos, but if I'm going to figure out as my channel continues to progress, if people want to suggest decks that I work with, that you want to see me work with, you can put it in the community tab section, or leave a comment down in the comment section, and I will see it and I will consider getting them. Also, I will come up with a way. I'm going to look into PO boxes, so in the event someone does suggest or they want to gift some decks, for me to work with, totally fine. I will figure that out. But for now, if you want to just send suggestions, you can. You can send me an email. Send me an email and suggest, put your suggestions there. Again, community tab as well. All right. So, also, and lastly, if you hear my cousin's dog in the background, sometimes doggy likes to come plop down next to me and listen, or just be near someone when my cousin is away. And so you may hear little grumbles from him, or snoring sometimes. So yeah, whatever the case, it's cute little grumbles, so it's not bad at all. So earth signs, if any channel messages come out for you, I will mention them. But if not, we will get straight into the cards, what they have to say. Also, if you have different placements in your chart, like air placements, fire placements, water placements, whatever, you know, make sure you check out the other elemental readings, as well as the weekend check-in that should be up as you're watching this. It should be up. And so, you know, if you have those placements, go check it out. Okay. I feel like that wants to come out. Also, I will be doing the weekly check-in videos for Cancer, Taurus, and Libra. That will be going up as well. I may wait until tomorrow to upload those, but you'll still see me in the same thing. And so those readings will just go up tomorrow on Sunday, but I will be doing them tonight. So unless I get tired after this reading and maybe I just want to chill out, then I will do that instead. But I feel like I'm on a roll, so I'm going to take advantage of the energy that I have. So yeah, because doing these readings, even though they're what do you call it, they are for the collective, it can still be overwhelming, the energy sometimes. And when you do them back to back, it can take a toll on you. But I still love doing them, so I'm going to still do them. All right. So, yeah. We're going to get right into the cards. I'm going to flip these over. Earth signs. Okay. So, yeah, if you all have water placements in your chart, definitely check out the elemental reading for water signs, because the star card came out in that reading. So, I did remember that. So, but yeah, look at all your placements is what I like to follow. Definitely go check out the water sign video, because the affirmation card that came out for water signs came out for you all. So all right. Okay. I'm just taking these cards in, just looking at them. Okay, so Earth signs, you have the first card out, the first tarot out. Oh, and the way that I'm reading is start of the month, mid-month, end of the month, okay? So start of the month, your tarot card is Ace of Cups. Okay, so like with aces, to me, those are like beginnings. With the cups being out there as well, this is all about like our emotions, how we feel. You know, starting aces, again, they start new things. So there could be, especially with the card that's falling, which is the Three of Swords, this could be you all if you haven't experienced it already, maybe you experience some kind of break up or break down in a relationship. I'm getting that it is romantic, but we're gonna get to that one first. But they kind of go together to me. So with the Ace of Cups, yeah, I feel like, so it's funny with this. I'm getting like something being tangled up or tangled. I don't want to say entangled, but yeah, I just feel like it's for the month of October, Earth signs, your relationships or relationship period, there could be a lot of energy around it. Um, and I think that there's still something that you haven't gotten over, especially with going into the Three of Swords there. But nonetheless, I feel like you're very much in your emotions and your feelings. Um, and this could be the start of maybe you sort of healing past this heartbreak, whatever it is coming up. But we're gonna look a little deeper. But that's the initial feeling that I'm getting. But we're gonna check out what the book says here and go from there. So it says Ace of Cups is creativity, emotional expression, free flow. So it says, spread the love. You are being offered a taste of refreshing opportunities full of emotional expression and fulfillment. The water in the Ace of Cups is allowing you to flow with love and creativity in your relationships, or relationship with yourself and others. Free flowing. You allow yourself to pour your feelings in a way that is cleansing and nourishing for your soul. A desire for compassion and connection is inspiring you to lend a helping hand to those in need. Excuse me. By sharing your gifts with the world, you become much more open about who you are. Who you are and the unique talents that you bring. Creative juices are ripe and glowing with new possibilities, the beginning of deep love, compassion, and happiness. Your energy is contagious. Don't forget to pass the cup and share the good vibes. It's funny, you got exercise your vibes down here in your oracle cards. But anyway, it says the more you give, the more you receive on multiple levels. So I really feel, again, the month of October is really going to highlight your relationships, be they romantic or platonic. But I really feel strongly, though, that especially with the Three of Swords following, I'm getting seriously earth signs that you may be okay. So I'm seeing two scenarios. Some of my earth signs could be coming out of heartbreak, and it's sort of like carrying over to where we see the Three of Swords, and so it's like these two together, and it's like you all are dealing with heartbreak still, but you're processing through it. It's like you're going through the process of filtering out the feelings and processing them. And even though the feeling is still there, the pain is still there, it's not affecting you as much as it was. Okay, so you're kind of ready to, how can I put this? You're ready for a healing. Like you're ready to get through it. You're ready to more so focus on compassion. You're more so, because I get the feeling of self-love more than anything. And I think that this could also be the focus for a lot of earth signs for the month of October. It's like you're focused on, your healing. You're focused on your self-worth, building up your confidence, and just loving yourself, loving on yourself, and allowing others to love on you as well. So in the event that it's on the flip side and we get into, the Three of Swords energy, and you are dealing with a recent, just fresh breakup, divorce, or there's talks about that. Maybe it could even be like you separated from a partner. A lot of things could remind you of them, and that could be a trigger for you. Maybe old memories popping up, because a memory of mine popped up from something, and so I definitely understand that feeling, because a lot of times when we do get our hearts broken, even if we do sort of are able to manage our way through it, managing our feelings, overcoming the heartbreak, it still doesn't necessarily leave us. Like, it still could be super fresh within us. And so a lot of times we may, need to revisit the healing work that we did, journaling, talking to a trusted friend, family member, therapist, whatever, and just, give ourselves a chance to heal all over again. But to me, heartbreak doesn't ever necessarily go away, but you learn to cope. You learn how to get over it, or I don't want to say get over it, but you learn how to process through it, rather. And you understand that not everyone is going to seek out to hurt you, and even the person that hurt you, they may not necessarily have intended to hurt you, but some people do. Some people have a very odd mindset, but just because it didn't work out, that doesn't mean that they are a bad person or they meant to hurt you. You know what I mean? Sometimes it can be a case of things just, you all just turned, it just wasn't in alignment, and so it just didn't work out. Okay, so we're going to read what the Three of Swords says, and I'll have more commentary on that. All right. So Three of Swords, this is about heartbreak, rejection, pain. And it says, pain pierces the heart, puncturing the soul in the process. Heartbreak is never easy, as you are overcome with grief so large it engulfs you completely. Sacrifices and broken relationships weigh heavy on your heart, taking up all of your mental space. Rejection, doubt, loneliness, and betrayal follow you. As you heal yourself from your wounds from this emotional blow, trust that you are strong enough to survive, and eventually the aches will subside with time. The most painful lesson define our strength of character. Use this powerful emotion as fuel. Cry it out if you need to. Smash something, punch your pillow, anything that will help you release these strong emotions. You'll feel better once you allow yourself to lean into the discomfort and fully feel the pain. So yeah, going back to the Ace of Cups, I really feel like this is you. A lot of my earth signs, mid-month, you may need to sort of tap back into your healing methods, whatever they may be. If it is smashing something, yelling, crying, whatever, do those things, especially if this is a past heartbreak that kind of is popping back up because of recent things that you are going through, maybe seeing or experiencing things that remind you of this person. It could be that if you've been rejected, that could also give you a sting sometimes, because you feel rejection is never easy, but sometimes if you reject something, or something rejects you, or a person rejects you, it's likely that that was just not meant to be, and it could be leading you to what is right for you, what is best for you. So always keep that in mind. All right. And so then we have the Star card, and in this context, I think that you all are sort of coming into balance more. When I see the Star card, it's kind of like those balance cards for me, because again, and I mentioned this in the other reading that it came out in, but I think this is a kind of a more different context or whatever. But you see this figure in the card. She has the pails or pitchers or whatever of water, and is sort of pouring it out. She has one foot on land, one foot in the water, and it's sort of like grounded. She's very grounded. She's very focused on what it is she's doing, and she's balanced, you know. She's not wavering. She's not falling over, tipping over, whatever. And so it's just sort of like being in balance, being whole, being, you know, healthy, receiving new opportunities, you know, new beginnings. That's what I see with the star card as well. So in this context, I think that, you know, with you sort of having compassion for yourself, you know, if, you know, heartbreak comes up, or if it does happen, you know, it's something that happens that is upcoming, that may happen mid-month, fire or signs, you can still work on those things, you know, or re-implement those things that kept you sane, that kept you, you know, from crashing out, or, you know, for lack of a better term, yeah, just bring back those things that helped you cope, that helped you get through, you know, and it's not, again, I don't think when our hearts are broken, it never goes away. It, you know, the pain can subside eventually, but it still never goes away. It's still never going to be right. Okay, so yeah. All right, so did I read? I did not. So let's read what the star card says. All right, so it says the star, and it says Aquarius. So some of you earth signs, you could be dealing with a water sign, air sign, or an Aquarius. Well, that's an air sign, but you get my drift. Okay, so all right, so yeah, healing, inspiration, serenity. The universe has your back. This is a period of healing, inspiration, and serenity. So serenity. So it makes me think of surrender as well. So maybe you all, if you're kind of afraid of those feelings, or feeling, or going back to a place where you know, were so vulnerable, you were vulnerable, and it puts you kind of in that bad headspace. It's okay to surrender to the feelings. Like, it's okay to feel the feelings, because I'm getting what I'm seeing for earth signs. It could be that some of you you're so afraid of feeling those feelings again that, you know, when they creep up, it's kind of like, oh no, you know, what's happening? But it's like, just allow it to process. Allow yourself to go through the motion, or the emotions rather, or the emotions, and just let it filter out. You know, implement your healing methods, modalities, whatever, and then you go from there. Okay. So back to the book, it says, you can trust yourself and forces beyond you, lending a helping hand whenever you need it. You've done the work, healed old wounds, what did I say? And are ready to step into the spotlight to show off your many talents. Let your freak flag fly. Others are drawn to your authenticity, creative spirit, and individuality. That's what I was getting again, with Ace of Cups, as well as exercise your vibe. Like, the people who are meant to be in your life, the people who vibe with you, you know, they will be around, they will come. So just, you know, be yourself, you know, don't be afraid to, you know, just, you know, and it could even be, you know, if you are getting over a heartbreak, you know, maybe you're feeling better to the point where, you know, you can go out and you can have a good time, and maybe go out for, you know, it could be like a speed dating event. You go out to that and you meet new people, and, you know, you just have fun with it. Like, you don't have to be anything serious. You're not trying to get married tomorrow. I don't know. Some of y'all might be. I don't know. But, you know, whatever the case may be, you know, just have fun with it. You know, try to see the humor, try to see the light in the situation, and, go from there. Okay. Uh, yeah. And it says, once you have accepted yourself for exactly who you are, you've opened the door to allow others to see how special you are. What makes you different is also what makes you stand out. Simply put, you are flawless. Look to the North Star and let it guide you toward your highest good. Your stardust is infectious, and others will be inspired by your spirit. The world is ready for your transformation into the star that you always knew that you were. So yeah, just don't be afraid to put yourself out there. People, and don't be, okay, just because you may have gotten rejected, or just because a certain, a relationship didn't work out, doesn't mean that you're not lovable, doesn't mean that you're not worthy, doesn't mean that you are not, someone's, you could be someone's North Star. So like, you could be someone's, heartstring. Like, just, don't give up on yourself, if that makes sense. Don't give up on love, whether it be platonic or romantic. Don't give up on it. You will find your tribe if friends are who or what you're seeking. If you're seeking a partner, a life partner, you can find that. I believe that there is someone out there for everyone. So and in certain cases, it could be several someones. You don't have to, follow a certain dynamic. It can be poly. It can be whatever dynamic you want. Whatever. I'm all inclusive over here. You know what I'm saying? So I speak for I speak for all people in that sense. I don't discriminate when it comes to that, especially being someone who is a part of the LGBTQ. Okay. I am all about that. So alternative dynamics, whatever, will never ever have no judgment from me, unless you're doing some dirty stuff. You doing some shite stuff, then yeah, I'm gonna look at you funny. But anyway, so you are earth signs. By the end of the month, you will realize that you are worthy, you do deserve love, and you are absolutely capable of finding it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the oracle and wrap this up. Cloak yourself in light. To me, that just means say your protections over yourself, be open, to the possibilities, and only go to the light. And when I say that, I mean only deal with people who bring out light in you and who are light. You know what I'm saying? Like, positive people. And that's not to say they have to have, a Cheshire cat smile on their face all the time. It just means that, your vibe matches their vibe. It's light, it's lighthearted, easygoing. They're positive people. They encourage you. They want to see the best for you. You don't pick up on a weird energy from. That's who you want to be around. So, when you are all those things, naturally, that's going to be what you want to attract. So, put yourself out there to attract that. Be the person that you want to see, that you want to interact with. All right, downtime. So, for the Three of Swords energy, mid-month, maybe mid-month, the things that, are coming up for you, especially if it relates to a heartbreak, or some form of rejection or something like that, you could just want to have some downtime, just some time to sort of process things and get back, to a place where you feel good and you're feeling confident and all that good stuff. Maybe it may be a thing where you need to, do something nice for yourself. Maybe take yourself out on a date, buy yourself some flowers, go have a staycation or a vacation. Hell, you can do that solo and just get back to feeling good about yourself. Okay. Then you have exercise your vibe. To me, that just means, let yourself go, or in the sense of let yourself just be. Like, just be your entire whole self, and the people that align with you will align with you. They will come, and you will find your tribe. Okay, so with that being said, let's read the affirmation. This is an affirmation that came out in water signs reading. Again, if you have water placements, go check it out, earth signs. But it says, I live a luxurious life. Again, that was, I live in a luxurious life. And like I said, luxury can look like whatever you want it to look like for you. Okay, so it didn't have to have anything to do with monetary means, you know. It could be as simple as, I was able to take a nice bubble bath tonight, and I can do that whenever I want. I can buy myself flowers whenever I want. I can go, you know, buy the sweet treats that I like. You know, whatever your thing is, you can, you know, you have access to go get the things that you want or do the things that you want. That is luxury. That is real luxury. So however it shows up for you, doesn't matter. Do it. You know, do it for yourself. You know, and tell yourself, I live an exciting, abundant, luxurious life, and go from there. Okay. And my relationships, okay, since the relationships seem to sort of be the focus for you all, earth signs, my relationships, you can say to yourself, my relationships are luxurious in that love is abundance, or love is in abundance. You know, sensuality is in abundance, you know, all the things, like, you know, just speak life into the relationships that you're trying to bring in and cultivate, you know, do that. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna wrap this up. I hope the reading resonated. If it did, let me know how in the comments below. If you don't feel like sharing too much about that, totally understand. You can just leave an emoji down in the comment section just to let me know that you're rocking with the reading, you're rocking with me, and you enjoyed it. Like the video. Costs nothing to do that. Just like it so that, you know, I know for sure that you are continuing to rock with me, enjoying what you're seeing. And share the video. You know, if you know someone else who loves tarot and oracle card readings, definitely send them this way, and encourage them to subscribe too, so that they can get notified when I drop new readings. Subscribe, like I said, and just come back, you know, next time. After this, I'm going to be uploading these videos, so you'll be seeing them shortly. Obviously you're seeing it now because, you know, you're watching this, but the next things that you will see from me are the weekly check-in readings, which I'm going to do tonight. So you will see me in the same thing. It's the same night though, but you know, these videos are up, but the weekly check-in videos I will probably just upload Sunday, so they'll be ready in time for Monday in the week coming up. So with that being said, this was your elemental reading, earth signs. Again, go check out your other placements, and I will see you next time for November's elemental readings. Bye. Have a good night.